Well, hello everyone and welcome back to another video of some F1 22 Fantasy Livery gameplay. Today we're here with the black Mercedes, based on, of course, Mercedes, the car that was featured in last year and in 2020 as well. Now, I must point out there are a few things that I haven't been able to do quite as I'd like them to do, such as the Ineos logo, because there's only one Ineos logo for the whole car, and it's also on the bit the halo where there's a bit silver, so that's in black to sort of make it look good. And to be fair, it doesn't look bad in black, it's just that there's that one logo for all of the Ineos on the car in the file. So but yes, enough about that. We're going to drive as George Russell around a circuit that when he when he drove for Mercedes the first time, it ended in heartbreak. So we'll have to wait and see if we can win as him. It's time for the Bahrain Grand Prix.
It's race day and our drivers are all out on the grid performing their final checks before we get underway here at the Bahrain International Circuit.
So here we are down the grid, and the game is very kindly allocated as pole position. So we'll have to wait and see if we convert that into a win as well. Race strategy is going to be our one stop from soft to medium as well. So then 5 red lights for the Bahrain Grand Prix, and away we go. And it's actually an okay start. But then you just look at everyone coming through. Leclerc's already gone through. That's just how bad starts are for me on F1 22 and everyone else as well, by the sounds of it. But we have retained P2. Hamilton's up to P3. So Leclerc leads the way as we're watching the Alpines and Alphas, the checkerboard, fighting the way. Alonso is the second Alpine behind Zhou as well, in the pink Alpine, and Ricardo suffering behind, as we're now looking to try and catch up to Leclerc, as we've lost on the curbing, and that's just taken us off. We're trying to push, and we've got the rear tire on the curb, and that's just literally just chucked us off that curb. As well, lucky not to spin and further and not lose any more positions than the one to Hamilton as well. But Hamilton is going a bit slow, I'm not going to lie. Lewis looking a little bit slow. I'm going to go back down the inside at the final corner. I don't know what's happened to Lewis there. We didn't make any contact with him at that corner, but now he's fighting Perez, and there's slight contact between Perez and Hamilton as Sainz is losing out to Verstappen in the other white bull as well. Now Perez and Hamilton is still going at it, and down to turn 4 as well, as are Verstappen and Hamilton, and Perez will have the inside, but Hamilton then will go right round the outside, still at the inside line, and then cutting later on in the lap. They're still going side by side, and Perez has forced Hamilton onto that curb, and Hamilton has had a bit more of a harsh spin than I had, and now Hamilton is a sitting duck for both Hamilton, excuse me, it's not Hamilton, to Verstappen and Sainz, and Verstappen is down the inside, but Hamilton's not going to give it out. He's going to keep the foot in and into the fast left right-hander. He's going to keep it up. We're all going to watch on board from Sainz, see if he can capitalise on if these two take each other wide. But Verstappen out round the outside, Hamilton hits the curb, and that should be Verstappen through, and it is. And there is Sainz now getting past Hamilton as well. Hamilton is the inside, which means he's going to hit the curb and get poor traction out that corner. As well as we're watching further down the grid, the two Alfa Romeos. Ocon has got past Bottas, but Bottas is now slowing up. Zhou's actually got past Bottas, excuse me, and Alonso as well, trying to get past there. Back to our POV. It's been a bit of a lonely race, not going to lie. but we are coming in to make our one and only stop on set medium tyres. Perez will go an extra lap as well. Let's see how good this pit stop is from the Mercedes. 2.5 as well. So not too bad, but as well, but you know, and unable to close the gap. As I think there was going through was Ocon and Hamilton as well. So Hamilton, I don't know what's happened to him. We're going to come out behind Sebastian Vettel, but Ocon is going for a move on Hamilton. So Hamilton surely must somehow have floor damage or something, because he shouldn't be this slow as well. He does keep the position though. Squeezes Ocon to the inside as we go past Sebastian Vettel in the Aston Martin car. Start on the medium tyres, so he's going long, but he's going to give him his DRS. Next up, Ricardo. Can we get past Ricardo here? No, we can't. But back to Hamilton. You know, a little bit slow there for him. You know, he needs to. You know, only a matter of time before Ocon gets past. Much will have floor damage from fighting Verstappen or Sainz as well. But look at the acceleration there, launch from Ricardo as well. But you know, and then we're going to have a look around the outside and look how much more grip we have. But you know, we didn't get him on the straights there because he had DRS from Magnussen there. This was a lovely little move. You know, we tried around the outside, almost pushing him through the corner, and we eventually sail through and up to P8 as we're now looking at Kevin Magnussen in the Haas, right round the outside at the final corner. Thank you very much, up to P7 as Hamilton is in his stop. Time though for my fastest lap of the race. So you come through then up to the line for a 1:32.6, the fastest lap of the race. And as we were doing that lap, Pierre Gasly is out of the race with a mechanical failure as well. He's pulling off the side. No safety car involved, unfortunately, because we could have done that to catch up to Leclerc. Schumacher is going side by side with Latifi and one of the Aston Martin cars, and there's a bit of contact, and Latifi has no front wing as well. And that was the race. Leclerc was comfortable in the end. I didn't have enough ERS to be able to keep up with Leclerc in the end, you know, so he comfortably won the race. Perez on Haas was really not a challenge either. Neither was Verstappen, and just too far back after Hamilton's, you know, that instant just slowed everyone down. The damage was already done. So in the end, it's not the P1 that Russell was after, but it is P2. So, you know, if he did that in real life, it'd be his best position in the Mercedes team and joint best overall. Our fastest lap was only a fraction faster than Leclerc's. The only people in the 32.6s, the only other person in the 32s was Perez. Hamilton in the 34, so surely he must have an issue, because he should not be that slow. You know, even the likes of Norris, Alonso, I set faster laps than him in the race. So on that note, that is where I'm going to end this video. If you have enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and you see plenty more F122 gameplay. F122 Fantasy Livery will return in a couple of weeks after the launch of F1 Manager 2022. So if you've got any requests that you want to see, then let me know in the comments below. But until the next video then, I'll see you next time. Take care, thanks so much for watching, enjoy your day, and goodbye.